It's always fun getting that perfect angle. Ooh, let's add a little bit of light in here. You want to? Good Sunday afternoon. Welcome to your honey drip and flow for all the honeys out there. My name is Brooke Armstrong, and today we're going to be doing a juicy, delicious, nasty drip and sweat flow. And so by nasty, I mean how gross you're going to be, obviously. I got creative today for you guys because we will need a block. So if you don't have a block, check it out. You can use your supplement jar, or you can use your pasta box, okay? Because we just need something that has the width of the block for the core work. That's it. So go run to your kitchen, get whatever you have that's handy. I'm gonna move that out of the way, and then we'll get started. And of course, have your water handy as well. Place your block at the top right corner of your mat, and then let's lay on down. We're gonna start by stopping today. So I want you to lay down, and then take your feet a little wider than your hips, and have your knees touching together, hands down by your side. Palms are face up. Tuck your shoulder blades in, so kind of zhuzh yourself side to side, so that you tuck your shoulder blades into your back body, and the back of your neck can be long, and the whole back side is in contact with the floor. Pick your tailbone up, and then use your core, and slowly lower your back all the way down. Okay, so now everything is really nice and flat. Knees are touching, arms are outstretched, close down your eyes, breathe. So right now, before we get started, I just want you to tap into the overall energy that you have in your body. So just notice as you're breathing if you feel any sort of restrictions. Notice if you feel any areas that just feel like they might need a little extra love today. So for example, immediately my wrists and my hands come into play because I just finished shooting a handstand video, and so those are definitely firing up. So I'm going to take care of those today as I move through. Maybe you feel a little bit of tightness in your back or your hamstrings, or whatever the case may be. Just notice. Bring your attention now to your breath. As you inhale, let your belly puff up. Take a big sip of air once you get to the top of that inhale. And then as you exhale, have an audible sigh through the mouth. Allow everything to just descend in a way that you feel a little more grounded. Deep breath in, fill up the belly, fill up the whole torso with air. Once you reach the top of that inhale, take one more sip through the lips, hold it, and then exhale. One more just like that. Big breath in, fill all the way up. Everything expanding in all directions, side to side, front and back. Another sip of air in through the lips. And then let's hug the knees into the chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Rock your body side to side while you're pulling on your knees, gentle tug. Continue to do just that exploration, that consideration of where you might be feeling any sort of restriction in the body. And then draw a figure 8 on the ceiling with your knees so that you can massage that flesh of your low back and booty, your upper booty. And then reverse the action of your figure 8. And then take your legs straight up to the ceiling. Now take your arms overhead. Reach your arms nice and long. Backs of your hands are on the floor. We're going to do some reverse crunches here. So I want you to take your toes all the way up and over. Tap in between your thumbs and bring it back down. Your work is to keep your legs straight and your arms touching the floor. So bring them up and over, tap, and then back down. Up and over, back down, control. Back down, control. 10 more. 9. 8. Control it down. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Keep the backs of those arms down. 1 more. Nice. Now, bend the knees. Keep your inner thighs hugging in towards one another. Let your elbows bend. So now we have more of like a football field goal shape. And then allow your knees to fall almost to the right. Once they're almost to the ground, bring them back up. Take them over to the left. Almost to the ground, bring them back up. Over to the right, almost down. Over to the left, almost down. Your work here is to keep your knees squeezing in and your elbows on the floor. Start utilizing your side waist muscles, your obliques, to be picking up your thigh bones and bringing them back to neutral. Just a couple more. And by couple, I mean 100. All right, cool. Now extend your legs up, flex through your feet, circle your ankles around a bit. Big breaths in and out. Circle them in the opposite direction. Rock and roll on the vertical length of your spine. Get some momentum going. Have fun with it. Massaging your entire back from shoulders to tail. One more big rock. And then cross your ankles, plant your palms on the ground, step your feet back to downward facing dog. Pull your low belly to spine. Two more breaths. One more breath. Now shift your weight forward into plank pose. Push the earth away through your arms. Firm up your low belly, squeeze your thighs together. Dome out your upper back to the ceiling. Two more. One more. Now bend your knees to almost a hover. Or not to almost a hover, to a hover. Almost the floor, but not quite. Hold right there and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs. Lift your hips down, dog. Woo! Step your right foot in between your hands. Now, let your right knee come to your right armpit, yeah? So if it doesn't make it there, do whatever you have to get it there, okay? Take your right arm up to the ceiling. Bend your right knee more deeply. Squeeze your left chest towards your right inner knee. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then place your right hand on the ground on the outside of your right foot. Let's come up onto all 10 fingertips. Straighten your right leg and fold over your right knee, just to your own degree, right? We're still warming up, so that right knee might not straighten all the way, and that's no big deal. Hold steady and breathe. Shake out your head so you can make sure you're not holding any tension there. Maybe even turn it side to side gently. Two more breaths. 1 more breath. Now bend back into your right knee. Take your right hand on the inside. We're going to do a full half circle, yeah? So walk yourself to the left. As you're walking, turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes behind you. Bend your left knee. Now we're in a lunge position on this side. Right hand plants. Left knee is in left armpit. Left arm up. Big breaths. Try to squeeze your right chest to the inside of your left knee. Two more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Now bring your left hand on the ground outside your foot. Come up onto all 10 fingerprints. Straighten your left leg to the best of your ability. Fold your head down. Chin as close to your chest as you can get it, so you're getting a big stretch through the back of the neck. Low belly to spine, each out breath. 2. 1 more. Now bend into the left knee. This time we'll step the left foot back into plank. Shift the weight forward, breath in. Lower halfway down, breath out. Push back up to plank on the inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Drop your head and breathe. 2. 1 more big breath in. Now bend the knees, look forward, hop or tiptoe your feet up to your hands. Once your feet are at your hands, bring your big toes to touch one another, and then let your upper body just kind of drape down over your legs. Grab your elbows for ragdoll with the feet together. Tip your sitting bones up, up, up. Let your whole upper body get a little bit more heavy and loose. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now release your arms down, come all the way up to stand. Big breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Bring your hands to your waist. Thumbs are on the back waist. Walk your feet out hip distance, bend your knees. Sass your booty way, way out, okay? Ooh, let's do that a second. Just kind of move your hips side to side. See if you can find some sweet little nuggets to stretch along your side waist. Okay, now sass that booty out, leave it steady right there. What I want you to do is lean your upper body back as far as it can go, and then once you reach that potential, straighten out your legs. Hold it right there. Drop your head back to let your throat open. And then bring yourself all the way upright. Take your arms up by your ears. Sass your booty out again. Inhale, breath. Exhale, lean back. Once you reach as far as you can go with your knees bent, straighten your legs and continue that lean. Let your core fire up to hold you there. Hold for 3, 2, 1 more big breath in and out. Now bring your upper body upright, hands to heart center. Step your feet together. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, let your arms go out and turn your body to the right. Push down into your right big toe. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, twist more to the right. Go as far as you can. Inhale your arms up high. Other side, exhale to the left. As you turn, push into your left big toe mound to keep your left hip squaring forward as you pull through your arms. Hold and breathe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, deep breath in. Hop or step back, lower down, just halfway. Push back up to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Raise your right leg up, big breath in. Right foot in between your hands, breath out. Spin your left heel down flat, rise up to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior, lean back. Exhale, side angle pose, lean forward, right elbow inside the knee, left arm overhead. Hold and breathe and hold. 2, 1. Inhale, back up, warrior 2. Straighten out your right leg. Turn your right toes in, left toes out. Bend your left knee. Warrior 2, breath in. Warrior reverse, breath out. Inhale, back up, side angle pose, elbow inside the knee, right arm over the ear. Hold right here. So we're still moving through the warming phases, guys. So if you want to take this down, deepest potential, go for it. Otherwise, hold right there. Inhale, back up, warrior 2. Straighten your left leg out, turn your left toes in. Interlace your fingers behind your back, squeeze your arm bones straight. Let your upper body fall forward. Let your knuckles trace over, maybe to the ceiling, or possibly they go all the way over to the floor. 2. 1 more big breath in and out. Now bring your whole self back upright. Turn your right toes to face the right. Come up onto your left toes. Deep breath in. Drop your left knee almost to the floor. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, breath. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, your arms up tall. Exhale, step up to the top of the mat. Bring your left knee up into the chest. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Sit yourself back for a nice little hip stretch. Hands come to the heart center. Flex your left foot, pulling the toes back towards your left shin. Inhale, rise back up. Bring the left knee up into the chest. Exhale, step the left toes back behind you. Inhale, stretch up, lean back. Exhale, hands to the floor, lower down, chaturanga. First up dog. Inhale, lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips. Breathe. 2. 1 more. Now take a look forward, big breath in. Exhale, hopper step, top of mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Root down to rise up. Big breath in, reach your arms up overhead, stretch. Hands to the heart center as you exhale. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Low plank position. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Shift your weight forward into plank pose. Place your left hand on the ground under your face. Shift onto the outer edge of your left foot and your left hand, or possibly you're on both of your knees, yeah? Right arm up to the sky, breathe. 2. 1 more big breath in and out. Now bring your right hand down to the ground. Take your left hand back under your left shoulder. Shift the weight forward. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing. Inhale. Downward facing. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Bring your body into plank pose. Draw your knees almost to the floor so they're just at a hover. Hold steady right here. Push into your strong arms. Push into the index knuckle mound side of your hand and draw your belly up. Squeeze your inner thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten your legs on 1. Hold right there. Don't move a muscle quite yet. And then lift to down dog. Drop your knees, come into child's pose, or grab a drink of water. So moving a bit more slowly through the asanas gives us the opportunity to really hug into all of those core muscles, right? So that's what I want you to be doing here today, is really just like taking full advantage of the sweetness, the honey, right, the nectar. We're not doing the part of the bee where we're buzz, 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 moving quick, quick, quick. We're enjoying the sweetness of the practice by taking the time to breathe, taking the time to explore, even when it's difficult. Two more breaths. If you're not in child's pose, please get into child's pose. 1 more. Stretch your arms forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up high, big breath in. Step your left foot in between your hands, breath out. Warrior 2 on the inhale breath. No, you cannot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, straighten out your left leg. Turn your left toes in. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your arm bones straight and strong. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lean forward. This time what I want you to do is bend your elbow. Now keep a hold of that barrel as you bring your body back upright. Keep the arms open. So to turn towards the left, turning up onto your back toes. Hold steady and breathe. 2, One more. Release your arms up overhead. Big breath in. Put a little spring in your step forward. Right knee up into chest. Pause. Right ankle on top of left knee. Sit back. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Circle your right ankle around. Enjoy that sweetness. And then inhale up straight, bring the right knee back up. Exhale, extend it back behind you, back to the back of the mat. Inhale, look up and lean back. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Ardha Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Big breath in. Exhale. Shift the weight forward, plank pose. Right hand underneath the face. Left arm up, side plank. Push strongly down into your right arm. Reach up through your left arm and squeeze your underbody muscles to lift your hips away from the floor. One more big breath in and out. Left hand down to the ground. Center yourself. Right hand under right shoulder. Big breath in. Shift forward, lower, exhale. Upward. This time bend the knees almost to the floor. Okay? Tap your right knee to your right elbow. Bring your right toes back. Left, right, left, knees hovering. Right, left, engage your core. Right, low belly in. Left, pelvic floor engaged. Right, left, right. You've got 10, 9, 8. We're in this together. 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember, child's pose is coming. 2, 1. Set down. Straighten your legs back to plank. Hold. Child's pose. Rest your head down. I told you we were going to get sweaty today. When you're in your child's pose, take the time to draw your chin as deeply into your chest as you can. And then let's sit up. Cross your ankles. Come onto your buttocks. Find your item to place in between your knees. If you didn't find one, that's okay. You can just squeeze your knees together. Okay, scoot your seat to the center of your mat. Holding on to the block in between your knees. Take your fingers, face them toward your butt behind you, and then strong arms into the floor. So now your upper body is completely upright. Squeeze your block. Lift your right heel up. Flex through your right heel, pull your toes back toward your shin. Squeeze your block. Point through your right toes, squeeze your block. Flex, point, flex, point. 2 more, flex, point. 1 more, flex, point. Set your right foot down, left side. Squeeze the block first, activate. Lift your foot up. Flex your toes. Strong arms into the floor. Remember, don't let go of your arms. Point your toes. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. 3 more. Now put your left foot down. Now walk your hands a little further back. Bend your elbows, so now it's almost like you're just, chilling on a beach maybe, in a recliner. Hug your inner thighs in. Lift both of your feet up. Point your toes. Rock yourself forward, and then rock yourself back. Forward, toes tap, back. Forward, toes tap, back. Forward, toes tap. Now add your arms. Up. Up. Keep going. You got this. Draw those knees up and in. Start to feel so powerful that you can draw the knees up to touch the block or the item to your chest. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to the knees, set the feet down. Roll yourself down onto your back. Keep a hold of your block. Take a moment, adjust your hair if you need to. Okay, so Keeping the block in between the knees. Keep squeezing it up. Extend your legs out long. Take your hands, interlace your fingers, place them behind your skull. So we're twisting right elbow to left knee, but then we're also twisting the lower body to make it happen. And then left, right, left, right, left. Squeeze your block. Right, left, right. You got this. Left, right. Make sure you've got this twisting action happening on your lower half as you're doing this. Keep going. You got this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it down, remove the block. Soles of the feet together, knees hang open. Take a moment. Big breaths out just to release the tension that builds up, right? And it's a good tension. It's a tension that we need. It helps to remove maybe things that are stuck. And I don't mean physical, I mean energetic. Take your knees back up. Hands behind your knees, rock and roll. Until you can get enough momentum to rise all the way up into standing without using your hands. So once you're ready, boom, feet land, rise up. Lift your arms up, lift your heart up, lean back. Hands to heart center, exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Okay guys, are you ready? Class is about to begin. Warm up is over. Move our block out of the way. So if I switch ends on the mat, it's so that you can see the pose if I feel like it's something needs to be seen. So don't worry about like, oh no, am I supposed to switch? Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, big stretch. Exhale, forward fold, drop it in. Halfway lift, big old breath. Low plank. Upward. Downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up high. Bend your left knee, open your hip. Allow yourself to flip over. Let the left toes land lightly. If you need to drop your bottom all the way down, go for it. Otherwise, lift off. Left arm reaches. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now, as slowly as you possibly can, rise up on those left toes and then draw that left knee up into your left armpit. As it draws up and in, spin your left hand towards the floor and then bring your left knee to your left tricep. Breathe. Extend your left leg to the right. Shift your weight forward. Inhale. Lower halfway down. Push back up. Inhale. Right arm to the ceiling. Open up. Push into your feet. Make yourself as big as you can. Now, as slowly as we came in, we're coming out. So left knee draws up, taps the left tricep, boop, comes back up. 3-legged downward facing dog. Step the left foot through in between the hands. Crescent lunge pose. Inhale, breath. Hands to heart center. Tip your upper body forward. Inhale. Right elbow past the left thigh as you exhale. Look out past your left shoulder. Enjoy the nectar, the sweetness. Where can you move into? What space are you creating here? Look down at the floor. Let your right hand come down over to the right edge of your mat. Let your left arm lift off and your right leg lift off for a revolved half moon balance. Breathe. 2. 1 more. Now slowly bring your left hand down. Bring your right knee to the floor behind your left ankle. Sit your weight back so that you're sitting on your right heel. If this is not possible for you, don't worry about it. We're not going to be here long. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Ava, yeah. Shut the bedroom door. Walk your hands forward. Take your right leg up. Big breath in. Draw your right knee into your chest. Start to bring your body into this curl, curl, curl shape and then shoot your right leg forward in front of you, grabbing a hold of the right foot with the left hand. possibly both hands. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more big breath in. Now slowly we're coming back. So hand comes to the ground, you still have a hold of it with the left hand. Use your right hand as leverage to pull your right knee up into your chest. Extend it up behind you. Half moon balance on this side. Left hand to the left side of the mat. Right arm up, open. Breathe. 2. 1 more. Now bring your right hand down, take your right toes over to the right side of your space, flex through your right heel strongly, and then slowly allow the right foot to come next to the left foot. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root down to rise up, strong legs, lift the upper body up, hands to heart center. Take a moment and breathe. 2. 1 more big breath in and out. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, big ol' breath. Low plank position as you exhale. Up dog, big breath in. Downward facing dog, big breath out. Raise the right leg up high. Bend the right knee, open the hip, and then allow that right leg to slowly transfer you over. Right toes land. Once they land, we lift off. Get huge. Take up major space. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then slowly draw your right knee up towards your right armpit. Nice and steady. Hold, breathe, balance. As you come around, right hand plants, right knee, right tricep. And then rotate. Right foot through. Shift the weight forward. Breath in. Halfway down, breath out. Push back up. Left arm opens. 2. 1 more big breath in and out. Now slowly as we came in, hand comes down, leg comes up, extend, 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 and then step the foot through in between the hands. Inhale, rise up. Oh goodness. Sweaty, hands to heart center. Tip the weight forward, left elbow past your right knee, twist. What's up, little girl? Breathe and breathe. Now look down at the floor to the left, take your left hand over there, revolved half moon balance. Left leg comes up, right arm comes up. Slowly bring your right hand down, take your left knee behind your right ankle. Just pausing for a moment. Kind of trying to wrap your mind around all these different ways that we can just move through the hips, move through the lower half. The first chakra, the root chakra, these are the energies that we're affecting here. So not only stability, but connection to communication, to our needs, our primal needs and desires. Also happens to be the color red. Here we go. All right, so we're walking it forward, planting it down, leg is coming up, and then drawing knee into chest. Come tight into a tight, tight, tight little ball. Extend the leg forward, then grab the foot with the right hand. Maybe both hands grab hold. Whew. Breathe. This is so good for your low back, guys. Just do your best. Even if like your hands are on the ground, your heel is forward, try to round your upper body around this thigh. That's really the magic. Okay, now to get out of this, left hand comes down for leverage. Lean a little to the left and then extend the leg back up. Right hand plants, half moon balance on the right. Left arm up. Breathe. 2. 1 more. Put your left hand down. Take your left foot over to the left as far as you can. Push out, push out, push out. And then close the foot down. Yes, man. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, hopper step back. Lower down. Up dog, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Or grab a drink of water. You made it. Pretty much. Almost. You're so close. Okay. This is hard. All right, you guys. So let's practice our headstand today. But I want your heart rate to be, kind of normal before we go. Upside down. So take a moment, adjust your hair if you need to. If you need to get next to a wall, pull your mat there. I have a dog, but I don't think she's gonna come. Are you gonna stay over there? Okay, stay over there. Make sure you don't have any small things running about, okay? Release your fingers, find the swirly part of your head. Place your fingers, that basket weave, on your swirly. Draw your elbows in to make a tripod. Set all that situation down. Push strongly into your arms. Tuck your toes. Lift your butt up. Walk your feet in. And then lift your feet off. Or just play around with maybe one heel in, the other heel in, whatever. Now if you're coming into headstand, what I want you to do is hold it halfway. And then back down. Halfway. Back down. Halfway. Back down. Halfway. Back down. All the way. To halfway. All the way. To halfway. All the way. To halfway. And then all of us land. Child's pose. Full child's pose. Hands to the heels. Let your shoulders wrap around. Let your forehead come to the floor. Chin towards the chest. Sit your upper body upright. Take a moment, upright, close down your eyes. Feel the space above your head and see if you can grow up into that space. Not your shoulders, just the top of your head. And then let's find our way onto our backs. So lie down on your back. I'm just going to check the time. Otherwise, I could just keep going and going. Oh, yes, we're great on time. Don't be scared. We're moving into the good stuff, yeah? All right, lie down on your back. Knees into your chest. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Let your arms be just by your side. Use your right knee to do some rocks to open up your left hip. Continue breathing. Now extend your right leg up straight to the ceiling. Take your hands anywhere on your right leg that's appropriate. So that might be behind the calf, the ankle, or maybe all the way up to the right foot. Deep breaths. Now let go of your right leg with your hands, bend your right knee. Take your left hand to the outer edge of your left foot, set your right foot down. Take your left sole of your left foot and extend it or push it to the ceiling. So we got a half happy baby. Now this right leg, what I want you to do is let your right knee fall out to the right. And you'll see that kind of pulls your hips down neutral, and that's what we want. Deep breaths. Two more inhales and exhales. One more. Now allow your left leg to extend to the left as far as you can. If you want to slide your hand to your left ankle or calf or even the knee to push it out and away, go for it. Keep your right knee open so you've still got that evenness happening in the hips just from the weight of this thigh bone pulling you over there. Now grab a hold of the left leg, bring it across. If you can, keep it straight as it comes into the right hand and across the body all the way. Once you get it with your right hand, let your left arm go down. Now your right leg should still be bent, yeah? You could reach your left hand and grab the top of your right foot and add in a quadricep stretch if you were so inclined. Otherwise, you can just extend the leg out if that doesn't work for you. Now release the right foot, use both hands to help your left leg come back up to center. Once it's upright, just let the knee circle in its socket a little bit. And then set the left foot down, pick your right leg up, ankle on top of the knee. Draw your left knee in, arms are beside you, you're just using your leg and core strength to just gently move through the hip. Think of pumping action, yeah? So if your body is made up of mostly water, then it makes sense for us to kind of emulate that sort of flow to stimulate the cell movement. And the lubrication. Now extend your left leg super long. Take your hands anywhere you can on your left leg. Maybe it's all the way up to the foot, maybe it's not. In fact, if you get a better stretch with them lower, then why would you advance, yeah? So take it where it feels best. It wasn't until I practiced yoga for a really super long time that I realized that when you're really flexible and you get into this pose, and you usually do it the same every time, right? But taking a step back and maybe going not as deep is very therapeutic, especially when you're always just jamming yourself into all these different shapes. Pay attention to what your body is actually asking for rather than being caught up in a habit or a perceived notion of what it should look like. Now, let's bend the left knee and set the left foot flat on the floor. Right hand to the outer edge of the right foot. Once that left foot sets down, it kickstands the knee outward. Right sole of the foot comes up to the ceiling. And I'd like to share that little tidbit of information about backing off poses sometimes, because a lot of times we see our teachers or there's other teachers in the room when we're taking a class and we're like, oh, that's what it's supposed to look like, or oh, this or oh, that. And it really is dependent upon the body's genetic makeup, right? How long your hamstrings are, how your joints are set, and also sleep, food, so many other factors. So you never want to compare what a pose should look like to how you should perform it. It's how does it feel? Are you getting the space you need? Are you creating the fertile soil for that intention that you plant? Honor that before anything else. Okay, here we go. Leg goes out to the side. You might want to slide your hand down. I know I do. Push it out and away. Ooh, shaking is fun. Now use your right hand to draw your right leg up. Take a hold of the outside of the right foot or leg with the left hand, and then let it go all the way across your body. If it can stay straight, awesome. If not, bend it. If you would like, you can add on that additional quad stretch, right hand grabbing the top of the left foot. You don't have to. In fact, because I have to have a wall here, I'm going to go ahead and bend that knee. Now allow yourself to bring your body back upright. Once you're upright, I want you to take a hold of both of your knees and draw circles around the room with your kneecaps. The circles originating in the middle and going away from each other. Notice how your core has to get involved. Allow that to happen. Now let's take the circles in the opposite direction. Set your feet flat on the ground, preparing for bridge. Lift the hips up off the floor. Rock your shoulders under your body. Take your hips up as high as they'll go. Let your hands come down where they feel best. Imagine that you're hugging a beach ball in between the knees, so the inner thighs are engaged. Slowly let your body come back down to the floor. Windshield wipe the knees side to side. Forgot to do that hip circle on the right. I can feel it. I can feel it. Draw that right knee in and circle that sucker around. You may not even remember, but I do. Okay guys, it's time for final resting position. Extend your legs into the most comfortable shape you can get them. Extend your arms. Take a couple cleansing breaths in and out. We will do a meditation after this, so stay if you can. If you want to stay lying down when we do sit up, do that too. Just let everything go in this moment. Let your jaw relax. Maybe you take a few cleansing breaths. Let your eyelids be soft. Have sounds in your environment. Just allow them to be part of the experience rather than having any sort of reactivity to life, right? Outside noise is bound to come in. We can choose to allow it to steal our attention, or we can choose to stay soft and open. A few more moments in final resting position. A few more opportunities to completely surrender all muscular activity. Think of this as hitting the reset button after installing a new program. Getting out the bugs, allowing the connections to be complete. The pathways to be clear. Now to bring ourselves into an upright seat, I'd love it if you could just keep your eyes closed the whole time before you come upright, but if you have to open them, I understand. Roll onto your right side, bending your knees. Move nice and slowly, allowing the comfort that you feel to come with you. And then press yourself into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. With your eyes closed and your hands resting on your knees with your palms face up. And when you get your hands resting in this way, I want you to acknowledge that you are open to receive the goodness. You are open to receive the abundance. You are open to receive all of this wonderful wealth of clean and clear energy that we have created within ourselves. Therefore, we're vibrating at that level. As we move away from our mat, it's super easy to immediately get drawn back into negativity, into doubting ourselves, into losing that bit of sweetness, that honey, that nectar that we feel when we're at our peak. Just know that all of this originates from you. It originates from the choice that you have to switch the way you react, to not communicate or engage in low vibrational habits, thoughts, practices. Everything that you seek is also seeking you. Be open to receive that. Be open to that sweetness, that smooth, golden, sticky, delicious honey. Allow your hands to come together at the center of your chest. Bow your chin down slightly. Have a moment of gratitude for whatever makes it possible for you to be here. Have a moment of gratitude for your health. Have a moment of gratitude for someone in your life that you do it all for. It makes your heart sing. And we live in this space as we leave our mat. Thank you so much for showing up. Namaste. Okay guys, again, my name is Brooke Armstrong. Pop over into my Instagram. If you have any questions about today's flow, I did record an inversion how-to today. So if you want that, pop into my inbox. My, what's it called? Brookie Chi is my handle, BROOKIECHI. And I hope to see you there. Have a great day. Have a great week. Mwah.